Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Punk Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
That little girl's bad.
I'm sorry. I love that. That was my whole mood today.
Yeah, that little girl bad. I want to dare her mama see that video.
She probably did. And probably got her ass whooped, too.
She should have.
Because she probably posted it on Instagram or Facebook.
Well, how's your life going? Last time we heard from you, you were in transition.
I'm still in transition.
Oh, you're still in transition?
I have one more week, so I can't really discuss things.
But you're okay.
Things are being materialized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to speak on certain things because things have to play out.
I feel you.
Behind a lot of things going on behind the scenes.
But as far as you're okay with everything that's happened at the prior job.
You know, God is good. I'm holding on to His grace.
No, I mean, how is it going into work? Is it okay? Because, I mean, it's like you're laid off and you have to go back. You still have to go there.
You know, I'm fighting myself because I sent an email today.
Girl, what?
Well, I'm fighting myself because I really want to be rude as fuck.
Oh, okay.
I really want to be the rebellious, smart.
Well, that's not the adult thing to do.
It's not, but you know, it's in my nature. It's in my spirit. When I feel like I have been wronged, that is my retaliation. Is rebelling.
But you're fighting it, so you haven't.
I have to fight it because I still have a opportunity to work. So I have
offered you another paycheck.
There is another opportunity for another paycheck within that building. I have to be smart about it. I can't go off the rails, but I did send a very nice, nasty email today.
Goodness gracious.
I thought it was funny. Basically, you know, my boss wanted to know what time I got in, what time, all that shit. Mm-hmm. So I put at 8:45. I left my desk at 9:02. I went to the bathroom, literally put this in the email. Went to the bathroom, went to the 4th floor to chat with so-and-so.
Terrible.
Came back at my desk at about 9:30.
Terrible.
9:32, I did get up to go to the printer. Mm-mm. Came back to my desk, went to lunch at 12. So it was like that kind of stuff. And then after, so Tuesday, he said that you're going to have to call in or come by my office and make sure, or to let me know that you're here. So I put in 8:45, called you per your request. Very, very petty. So, and then I have alerted people that you have ended my you have terminated me. So I will not be doing X, Y, and Z. Just FYI. So that kind of shit, you know. I didn't put hi so and so.
So are you gonna go to work every day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, going to work every day.
Oh, per Fridays.
Per his email, I have to. If I'm gonna get paid, I want my check.
So yeah, Friday's your last day.
So next Friday is my last day.
Oh, you got 2 more. Oh, you got 2 more weeks. Yes. You got 3 weeks
I'm gonna
out of
be
it.
Gone.
Oh yeah,
So
you went
I'm
on
gonna be
vacation
gone for 3 days. So so this week really doesn't count. So but next week I will be there full throttle. And I'm excited to see what transpires within the next week.
Well, bless it.
So it can go 2 ways. I can get unemployment or I can get employment. So, you know.
I mean, that's usually the factor for everyone. Either you're going to be unemployed or you're going to find a job. I mean.
But, you know, I have, like I said, I have a lot of wonderful thing. And that's how I know that God is in the mix of things, because number one, I'm not panicked.
You wasn't panicked last week though.
I just don't feel the need to panic, because once again, I know that God is moving, and he knows that I didn't want to be in that particular situation because I wasn't growing in that particular situation. And I think that I feel like God knows me so well that he knows I like to grow. I feel like I've been stagnant. My pay has not what it should have been. And especially for the work that I've done, I haven't received my due pay. So I believe that I have sowed my harvest, and my harvest is getting ready to come. So I believe that. That's why I'm not panicked.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So what's cool in the city?
So I'm back dating. I took a little hiatus. But I went on a date on Sunday.
Who you busting it open for?
Well, I'm not busting it open.
Oh, you haven't.
I've decided that I'm going to hold out. I'm going to
30 days, 90 days.
Maybe 30 to 90. No, not 90.
3 days dates. Joan used to do 3 dates on girlfriends.
Definitely gonna wait past the first one.
Gonna just get out the first one,
if I can get through the first one and be like cool.
I'm not above popping.
I'm not above it. I'm not above it. You know,
a good
like
meal
a
and some cocktails. Hey, listen,
and a nice cuddle.
Listen,
Fuck it.
I love Jones it all the time. Nina Mosley and Darius Lovehall got together after having sex on the first date. Don't let Steve Harvey tell y'all different.
My ex-boyfriend and I, we had sex on the first date. We was fucking around for like 5 years after that. Hey, I get
That's the way love goes.
But we went to, he suggested this place called Bell Station. And it's in Midtown. It's like right by like that Cyclones, and like it's in like a really like poppin' area. And I've never been there. My older brother, he always used to talk about it before he moved to Hawaii, and it just really wasn't something that I was interested in going to because it seemed really popular. And I was very right about it, because as soon as I got there, it was super fucking trendy. Like, if you guys like trendy shit and you've never like been there, I would suggest this place. Like, it's super trendy. People are smoking their hookahs. They have their like Ray-Bans on, and they sit outside, and it's like a very and I will say it's not blackish. You know how black people can make the place real niggerish real quick. This is a very diverse crowd. You got your Indians, you got your whites, you got your Hispanics, you got blacks, and everybody's just kind of mixed together. And I saw these white people rapping to Lil Wayne, "Lick You Like a Lollipop," and I was like, wow, look at that. In Trump's America, we have these white people going word for word to "Lick You Like a Lollipop."
I can never really enjoy myself when white people be rapping black music because I was waiting for them to say nigga.
Yeah. They skipped it though, because I was watching.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling waiting for them to slip up.
I was watching, but they didn't.
Because I hate to have to
skipped it.
I hate to have to correct their ass.
They skipped it. But needless to say, it was a good time. He was a really nice date. A little quiet, a little shy for my taste. But nonetheless, he was very nice, very mannerable.
His mama raised him well.
His mama raised him very well.
Probably came from a 2-parent home.
I didn't get into that.
Oh.
He does have a kid, but the kid is like old. He's older.
What's older?
I'm 30. I'll be 34. So he's 40.
Oh, well, hello, because you date young niggas.
Yeah, he's 40.
That's my territory.
Yeah, and, he has, like, a 16-year-old kid.
My territory all the way.
So, super grown.
Yeah.
So, like I said, been married.
Come on, second wife.
And I thought about you.
Thought
about you when he told me he was married before.
Second wife, what?
He told me he was married before. So, you know, he said he's just kind of like living his life.
I feel him. He's been married before. It's probably a traumatic situation for him. So
it seemed like it as he was telling his story. It seemed like
so he's like out dating. This is new for him.
Yeah. So you know, and I was just like, damn, this is so Ebony's right up. This is right up. Ebony's probably cheering me on. I can hear her.
You should feel my spirit.
I felt your spirit.
Come on, the second he said
he was married.
You should have called me up and told you pop your pussy for that boom.
The second he told me that, I thought about you.
Girl.
And then when he's backdoored and said, oh yeah, I have a 16-year-old kid, I said, damn.
Hey, call me mom. Call me mom.
But the downside of this being in this environment was that I saw at least, you know, I told him, yeah, I used to work in the bar. I worked in bar shit, whatever.
So I was popping in these streets. And because he asked me about my last relationship, and you know, I say it's kind of hard to date guys that have insecurities, because when I go out to places, people will come up to me and people will speak, and it's not always females. Most of the time, it's guys. And he was just like, really? And I'm like, yeah, you know, it happens a lot. But, you know, and that's why I really just don't go out a lot, because I don't like that attention. And, you know, I just don't like it. And sure enough, I see people, and I mean, and it's as harmless as it is. Is it harmless?
It's still the perception.
How many of them had you slept with that came up to you?
1, 2, 3.
So 3 niggas you
actually slept with came up and spoke to me. Yeah, but not on like no disrespectul shit.
Like what up?
Just like, hey, you know, a hug, boom, bye.
What did the
he just sat there.
Well, he grown too. Grown people really don't be worried.
And so that's why I was like really happy. And then, you know, it's like people I know from the club. They come, everybody gave me a hug, and then one of them circled back around, and like he grabbed my hand, and what? I mean, it was like one of those handshakes that lasted like. But you already spoke. Why you? He came back around, and he complimented the podcast.
Oh, what?
So
okay.
Whatever. And then this other nigga this was one of the 3 that I did have a sexual encounter with. He just kept staring. Like, he circled around the bar, and we were sitting outside on the patio. So he circled around the bar. I mean, I'm like a hawk, like, and I had my back.
So you was down at the function being community pussy.
No, that's what
it sounds like.
No, I said it was only 3, bitch.
Oh no, that sounds like
you ain't never had 3 niggas that you fuck with in the same room.
No.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Too mad.
Shut up.
Too mad.
Okay, well, I had 3.
And 2 or 3? 2. No, 2. I can't remember a time where I was in like a room with like more than 2 niggas I fuck with.
Well, I had 3, and they all happened to be popped up at the same place that I was on Sunday.
It's okay.
And I'm not tripping, but yeah, one of them, he didn't speak. The third one didn't speak. 2 of them did. And then so he was kind of just like standing in the corner, but he was just like staring. But it was like an uncomfortable,
like a Michael Myers,
like kind of like who's this nigga she with? Like, oh, she got a nigga now, like that type of look. Like,
how many times you slept with this one?
Once. I only slept with
That's
him
a whole lot for one.
Yes, I only slept with him one time.
When? This
was 2012.
Oh, no. Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
It'd be different if it was like somebody you repeatedly slept with.
No. This was like a one-off type shit. And I started laughing, but the guy that I was with, he's like, what are you laughing at? I was just like, yo, like, this nigga keeps staring at me. And it's, like, so uncomfortable. But he ended up leaving. We ended up having a good time. And, you know, like I said, I'm just like...
So, when are y'all... You gonna help his child get ready for prom? God, I want to be a second wife so bad.
I told him
next time let's just do like those dates because he was just like, I was gonna invite you to the museum, and I was like, that should have been your first thought. That's what you should have ran with instead of this shit. Because now I feel like you think that like I know every nigga in the city.
You do.
And I don't.
You do, apparently.
But anyways, Bell Station, it's really actually a really nice place. They have food. I saw their wings. I don't know if you're into chicken wings.
I am. I'm black.
But these kind were like the like hormone injected looking kind.
Oh, I thought you were gonna compliment them. You asked like you was gonna tell me they the bomb. But okay.
They look like they were the hormone injected kind, so I passed.
Okay.
But the people around me that
was
had
fucking
that, they was fucking them up. They were fucking them up, and celery, carrot sticks, all the shit, all the trimmings. So Bell Station, it's a good look. Perhaps whenever you get off, it's almost time for you to get off.
Oh,
we have a couple more months.
Woo, I've been so sober. Shout out to sobriety. So let me tell you.
A couple more months.
I think we talk about this all the time. So I'm currently on probation because of my DUI. Well, my DWI actually, because I was so drunk. And a part of that probation was sobriety. So I have... And the thing is, like, I have a machine, and not like in your car. It's
you have
like
to carry it with
I have a
you.
handheld machine that I have to blow in 3 times a day. Now, here's the thing: I probably could drink, but the thing is,
you have to time it.
You have to time it exactly. So to me, it's really lushy to like go out of my way to map out the timing.
It's too much.
So I can still blow negative. Because even like my probation officer's like, oh, people still be drinking. It's like I don't have the time to time it out. I'm just not one of the
It's too
people.
much mathematics.
It's too much math for me. And I just don't care that much. It's just easier for me just not to drink. And I'm okay with that. Versus, because I think it's a tease because it's essentially I will still only be able to have like the normal probably amount, which would be like 2 drinks.
Yeah.
But
so is yours? Because I know for the car one that I had, it goes every 12 hours. Well, I'm sorry. It is based off of the previous 12 hours.
No, mine will go for the hours before it. Like, so I gotta take it 3 times a day. So, but the thing is, if I was to have like 2, the thing is, I would have to have a drink right after I blow,
right,
and then I would have to.
So how often in between?
It's like I have to blow from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. because you get like a window of time you can blow in. Right. So from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. I need to blow, but then I don't have to blow again between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. So basically, I would have to like blow at 5 a.m. and then start drinking and then stop at a certain time. It's just too much math. It's too much time math for me. Like people in there be like, I be drinking beers at night. I'm like, I'm good. Because
I know when I had the car one, and I know it went from the previous 12 hours. So you could so from the time that you started drinking, you would have to have like maybe 2 drinks. And then stop drinking, and then you have to wait like 12 hours.
Yeah, like I don't have time for that. So it's just easier for me just to play fair. And
well, I mean, you're almost done because you think about it, this year. We're about to be in September.
It did go by pretty fast.
It's almost.
I haven't been this sober since I've been 17.
But it's almost done. Like, how do you feel?
I feel like my bank account approves of my non-drinking. Mm-hmm. I've had money to spare, apparently. Mm-hmm. Who knew that I was spending so much money out and about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. $50 can go real quick.
And I wish that was how much I was spending. I was actually spending more than that.
But I'm just in a general sense.
It do. And then the thing is, I'm like a drunk buyer. So if
you buy everybody.
I start buying everybody drinks, so I'm just...
Yeah.
I'm like Oprah. You get a shot. Everyone gets a shot. So, but it's cool. I can't.
It's almost here. It's almost here.
At this point, I'm not even. It's just like, at this point. Like, it's been so long at this point. It's been 8 months.
So did they ever say, like, because you've never failed on one of those things?
No.
Huh? So they don't even say, like, you can get it off?
Oh, no, they ain't playing with my ass. But I was just so drunk. I hit 2 cop cars. So, I mean... I hit 2 cop cars. So
I got mine off in 6 months.
I hit 2 cop cars though.
Right,
you know,
right,
so
right,
you know,
right.
sometimes you just take your L.
Sometimes you
away.
have to take the L.
You know, and it was good. This has been a good, wholesome time. You know,
That's good.
can't be mad.
That's good.
But anyway, so this week, my Women Crush Wednesday goes to Bernadine from the fabulous, the excellent, the best, one of the best movies
Black
ever.
cinema.
Black cinema classic. Black girl magic personified. Black girl joy.
This should have won an Oscar.
You say every movie should win an Oscar. But it is Bernadine from Waiting to Excel. And
Played by the lovely, talented, beautiful
Angela Bassett.
Yes.
So Bernadine is my Woman Crush Wednesday because she is the epitome of don't trust no nigga, no. Even when you married for 11 years and gave him 2 kids. So we meet a Bernadine getting ready for a New Year's Eve party.
She was
She didn't really want to go.
She didn't.
But it's okay.
She had rollers in her hair.
She had her rollers up. She was brushing. That's what she had, like that Pocahontas hair.
Yeah, she had long hair.
She was just brushing her hair, thinking like, I don't feel like being bothered. I could just stay at home with John and my kids and my business. And enters
Arizona.
John. And in Eric, because they're in Phoenix. Enters John, mind you,
trifling ass
New Year's Eve. Just hours before the new year. And you know how y'all usually every year y'all say who y'all leaving behind, but y'all never leave nobody behind? John, around December, said he was leaving Angela in 95. What year that movie came out? 95? 96?
I want to say 95, 94, 95.
Okay, we're going to say it came out in 95. That's probably not true. Wait, let me Google this. Hold on. Because I feel like it wasn't 97.
No, because I remember that being in elementary school.
I was in 5th grade. 95. So sometime in 94, John said he wasn't taking Bernadine into 95. And you niggas say this every year, but you guys aren't as savage as John. John comes hours before 1995 is supposed to hit and says, I'm going to the
He's going to the party.
I'm going to the party,
and
just not with you.
Woo!
Bernadine didn't even skip a beat. She was brushing her hair, but then she stopped.
Like, okay, cool.
And she was like, it's that bitch that keep your books. See, Bernadine had already knew that something was off with John and that white woman.
Yes.
And that was already a problem. Because John went to her and said she don't want to be alone tonight.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the problem,
and
John.
She shouldn't have to be.
But here's the problem, John. Did Bernadine want to be alone that night? Bernadine's feelings just didn't matter after 11 years.
Did your kids matter?
Did your kids matter, John? So John politely just leaves after Angela did snap. Now you wait a minute. I give you 11 fucking years of my life and you gonna leave me for a white woman? Would it be better if she was black? No, it'd be better if you were black. And then the thing is that always catches me is the TV in the background playing the commercial. Like, I don't know why that always bugs me. But
she did snap. She put that brush down. She turned around real quick.
Wait a minute. I give you 11 fucking. Okay, so John goes and leaves this poor girl on New Year's Eve. So essentially, John has ruined every New Year's Eve for the rest of Bernadine's life. Because every New Year's Eve, she was going to think about the moment John pulled this stunt. So already New Year's Eve is fucked. New Year's Eve is fucked for the rest of her life. So he goes off to his white women. Bernadine's confused at the house, burning up shit. Bernadine tearing the house down.
That was the next day.
Bernadine should do. Yeah, that would even. It was actually the next few days later because if you remember when they're actually in salon, she went to Circle K. You know, she was a mess. She had a bathrobe on.
Yes.
Somebody to take my girlfriend home.
She had curlers in her hair. What do you say? She had rollers in her hair.
John left Bernie. What? For a white woman. For a white girl. You lying. Honey, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I saw her just the other night at the Circle K and she was a mess. Honey had a funky old bathrobe. She had some rollers in her hair. She had a funky old bathrobe on.
And she grabbed that phone and dialed her phone. She said, listen.
Bernie.
Yes.
Robin is me. So listen, so Bernadine, after a few days PJs, and you know, she still had her diamonds on. Like, I'll never forget the fact that she literally had like
She had her lingerie on.
she had the lingerie that clearly was under her dress because she probably was gonna pop her pussy for her nigga, and then she had like her diamonds on and everything, and like she just looked so raggedy.
She opened the door to that closet.
No, not even that. She went out. Look, the kids had to go to school, and she ran out, and she just wanted to hug them, and it was just sad to watch her like be so low. Because the thing about Bernadine too, she not only lost her man, but then she lost her career because her career was tied into his business. So you leave me, and now I can't even come to work. This is why people need to keep separate shit from they husbands, because niggas don't be shit. So Bernadine opens the closet and flips the fuck out. Get your shit. This motherfucker is psychotic. I bet you that serial killers left anger. Leave me for white women. I'm the only one who will tolerate your smug ass. I was your white woman for 11 years. Couldn't start that damn company without me. Hell, I worked my ass off. I got a master's degree in business, and there was his secretary, his office manager. 732. The number of times we made love. I remember that bastard told me he was counting right after 51. That shit. I felt that shit. And you know what also throws me off about that scene too?
And she put his clothes on that
wagon. The thing that throws me off about that too is that mask that's in the back seat. Can y'all tell me what that mask? It was a yellow African mask. It was like yellow, I think it was yellow, red, green. It was an African mask that was prominent. Can somebody from Dwayne to Excel, like whoever worked on it, tell me where that mask came from?
Why was it placed right there?
Why was it there? Because that mask in that back seat,
it didn't make sense.
That mask in that back seat always throws me off a little bit. I didn't see that mask in the closet. I seen watches, I seen shoes, I seen belts, I seen
Get your shit.
Where did Bernadine get the mask from?
Get out.
That closet didn't even look like it will hold up. Like the closet wasn't even set up for that mask. So I mean, neither here nor there. But anyway, so she is my woman crush Wednesday because she got through her situation. Because Bernadine had all the reason to be upset. She lost her man. She lost her job, and then he was just an asshole. John was a complete and utter asshole. I can almost get past him like leaving her for the secretary because we've heard that story before. I can get past him leaving her for a white woman because we hear that story as well too. My issue with John was not only did he leave her, but then you leave her destitute because her career was tied into your career. So you didn't even like offer her
a job,
unemployment checks, like. My girl, you didn't give my girl no severance. You didn't tell you didn't give my girl a 2-week notice. You didn't tell my girl she can work there for a year. You literally just left her destitute for your white woman.
Or you didn't even say, hey, maybe you can go to another
company,
group.
something. Or you know what? Maybe we're not gonna work hand in hand. You can work remotely at the house. Nothing. He didn't offer my girl Bernadine nothing. All he told Bernadine was, I gave you the house, now sell it. I hate you. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's like, he a piece of shit for that, because it's like, so I'm supposed to sell the house, take the money, and then what? Because that money's not gonna last forever. I still gotta take care of these kids. So then we learn, while Bernadine and Gloria are at the fair, we learn that John has vineyards and houses and money and stocks and bonds and just a whole life that Bernadine didn't even realize because she trusted her husband to do right by her and do right by their kids. But you know, all's fair, I guess, when you break up. But you know what? Jesus still had a hold on Bernadine. When Bernadine thought God had forgotten about her, my God came through doing the divorce and said that Bernadine, now mind you, he had all this shit. So when it was all said and done,
he told her to sell the house.
He said, I gave you the house, now sell it. That's exactly what he said to her. Your children aren't for sale. Mm-hmm. The thing is, he didn't offer her no alimony. They weren't even talking about child support. John really thought he was finna escape with that white hoe. And
my favorite part was when she slapped the shit out that white girl.
She did slap the dog shit at that white girl. What you gonna do? You gonna put me out, Joe? Bernadine was confused. So what you gonna do? Hey, Joe, what you gonna do? What you gonna put me out, Joe?
Oh my God. What? She slapped the shit out that girl. That girl went running.
And if you have my children near that tramp bitch, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. Boy, Bernadine was hot. But this is why you need to like let stuff go and let God. So the thing is, later on, we realized that just because what's up with John was trying to mess up, God worked out in Bernadine's favor. So at the divorce proceedings, she got $1.5 million. The house that she was in, the house in Mexico, $500,000 in stocks and bonds, and the Mercedes station wagon. So, and she met a nigga. Even though I did read the second book, I told y'all about the second book, but we just gonna act like that book don't exist. And she met a nigga, Wesley Snipes, at the end.
She did.
So all in all, Bernadine is a survivor. She came, that it wasn't even about him leaving her. I mean, that was part of it, but the fact that he left her and then tried to take all her shit and mama came out winning, be blessed, Bernadine. I stand for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and you remember when she had the yard sale for $1?
Yes.
Girl.
And then the little kids broke that thing.
And she started laughing like a witch. Bernadine was going through.
Yes.
So shout out to Bernadine for getting a good divorce settlement. I like to hear women get big divorce settlements, especially if y'all done sat here and gave these niggas all y'all lives and then they think they can move on to the next bitch. Even though I do want to be a second wife and I do.
But get it settled. Get it settled.
Get yourself settled.
Get it settled.
But second wives do. And see, that white woman was trying to be a second wife and skate on. I knew her plan because even at that tender age of 5th grade I was in, I knew then I wanted to probably be a second wife. But get your stuff settled. Bernadine, you won, mama. And we're in Texel, as we say often, you're in a phenomenal movie. We don't deserve you. Everybody a part of that movie just did great work.
Indeed.
That's
indeed.
That. And speaking of Wayne Texel, because we talk about the soundtrack too, I want to say rest in peace to my Aunt Aretha. You guys might know her as Aretha Franklin.
Something like it's supposed to be. Something wonderful to me.
Come on, Wayne Texel.
You watch it grow inside yourself.
Listen, Aretha Franklin, you're everything. Because you really gave us a bunch of bops about niggas with good dick. Like, she gave us a bunch of dick too good songs. And I stand a queen that understands a nigga ain't shit, but she ain't going nowhere. And she can openly let y'all know she ain't going nowhere. Because if you ever listen to, I Never Loved a Man, she opens the song saying, heartbreaker, you a liar and you a cheat. She goes through and tell y'all how this nigga ain't shit. And then she tells y'all how she has never loved a man the way that she's loved him. And that she not leaving him alone. I love a bitch that know a nigga ain't shit and just be like, you know what, and I'm gonna stay with him. So that's just that. That's that on that.
That's the that on that.
And even Chain of Fools. It wasn't until last year I actually listened to Chain of Fools. And basically she was with the nigga for 5 years and then realized he had other hoes. And then double back and was like, my daddy told me to come home. The doctor told me to chill. I'm not leaving him. I'm just going to be a fool in the chain. Girl, what? Listen, Rita, what dick was you getting? Because some nigga, listen, I told y'all I don't want no 10 dick. Rita was getting 10 dicks out here. 10 dicks will make you stay in line like Flavor Flav. No, ma'am.
She was a shade. And the reason why I love to go back and watch her interviews, because she was a shady ass motherfucker.
Listen,
man.
When they asked that girl about Taylor Swift,
she said she has gowns.
Beautiful gowns. But then you have to listen to Rita, because even when they asked her about Alicia Keys, she was like, she's a good entertainer. She's a good songwriter.
Yeah, she just
listen. Rita wasn't giving y'all. If y'all wasn't good vocalists, Rita didn't see it for y'all.
Oh man, she was the shade queen.
And I live for the Queen of Forgiveness, because Hurts Like Hell is a song about forgiveness.
Ooh,
after it's all
hurts like hell.
After it was all said and done, she said, in order for us to have a chance of happiness, we gotta let the pain go.
This isn't any chance.
Y'all have to let the pain go. Rita really was just out here getting good dick.
For us to find our happiness.
And Think too
we
was
got to let it go.
Think was another good one too.
A rose is still a rose.
A rose is still a rose is really about the power of pussy, and I stand a legend that knows the power of pussy. So after staying with these niggas in early days that wasn't shit, she She came back in like 95 or whatever, 96, whenever a rose is still a rose, because at least Neil was in that video. I used to watch that video every morning, every weekend on BET.
Me too.
And my girl basically is trying to let y'all know, your pussy holds the power.
It's still a rose, baby girl. You hold that. She was singing in that chair.
She was. And she had everybody in that video too. I feel like Faith was in it, changing faces. Lauryn Hill. Q-Tip was the nigga who won shit in the video. I stand a legend. And she really, I was like a young kid, like,
and
man.
she did not get up out that chair.
She didn't. And you know,
and she had them hoes wrapped around that piano.
And I'm here for it. Aretha, you will be truly missed. You're a great voice. Respect is a bop. Never loved a man. Bop. Any gospel song you sung, bop. So, and the fact that I didn't get to see the interview. Apparently my friend said there's an interview where you said, you know, people talk about the clothes you wear, that you shouldn't be wearing them. And I stand a queen that don't give a fuck. Because you shouldn't have been wearing half the shit you was wearing. But the fact that you wore it and knew you shouldn't be wearing it and still didn't give a shit, I stand. So rest in peace, my good friend.
Legendary.
Oh, we're losing all the grades. We're just gonna be stuck. With just regular people who can't sing. It's just sad days, man. Sad days.
Dark times.
It's really dark times at this point. Like, I'm really, like, for real, like, when I be, like, looking at, like, Wayne Texas, I'll be like, damn, Whitney Houston is dead. Like, what? Like, what type? Or, like, randomly, when I see Michael Jackson and stuff, I'll be like, wow, Michael Jackson's really, like, not here no more. And Prince! It's just a sad times. I would talk about Nicki Minaj album Kids, but I didn't listen to it. So
I heard 2 songs, and I don't like, I think for her to be where she's at as far as her career is concerned.
Don't be saying that on this podcast and she get us shut down. She getting bitches fired when they tell her that her music hasn't grown.
She hasn't grown!
I don't know about your album, but these antics on Twitter.
Sis, stop it. Stop responding. Stop talking. Sis, stop it. Stop it. Shut up. You got number 2. Be quiet.
Number 2 is kind of good, though. But
you're number 2. Like just be quiet. Who gives a fuck how that nigga got his shit?
I didn't listen to your album, so, you know.
But, like, shut up.
Good luck, girl. I'm so tired. And when you get a chance, further explain that Harriet Tubman tweet. Because I'm a bit confused. But outside
she ain't no rice. They ain't have rice.
They had rice. You don't think
Harriet Tubman didn't eat no rice?
How you figure Harriet Tubman didn't eat rice? Wouldn't you think they would give slaves white rice? Because white rice is cheap as shit. When she said
she should have sat there and ate her rice.
Tell her to sit there and eat her rice is just a weird statement. But why do y'all think slaves? I would think slaves ate rice.
I mean, I could see that maybe, I don't know.
White rice is cheap as hell.
I mean, it is. It is. I don't know. I think it's some, let's just be historically correct. Can we be historically correct?
Yeah, I would just think they ate rice.
We speak on Harriet Tubman or...
I mean, that Harriet Tubman tweet was just out of order because it just didn't make sense to what she was saying.
It doesn't.
I mean, I'm not here to debate if she ate rice or grits. Or I assume that they had rice on the plantation. But with that being said, it was just a terrible tweet. I mean, but 100% of the tweets she's tweeted in the past 2 days have been terrible and about nothing.
She just needs to just relax, take a deep breath. Honestly, I just think that she's just a sore loser. She is somebody that can't handle somebody else being better than her.
I don't even think she just don't want any competition at all. And because
I agree. She's a sore loser.
And, that's sad because it's room for everybody. So you don't have to...
Let somebody... Like, you've been in the game longer than the people that I feel that she thinks... I think that she's in competition with. And at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about I'm 34 years old. I don't give a fuck about a bitch trying to portray a Barbie or, like... Her whole thing is so not real to me.
I mean, I don't mind that because she kind of got away from the whole Barbie, just kind of how like Lady Gaga got away from the monster thing. I don't mind the Barbie antics. I don't mind that, but it's just these tweets and blaming everybody for the sales, and it's not It's not becoming.
You're looking like a sore loser.
It's just not.
You're just looking like
it's
a
just
loser.
not. And then I don't really like the whole. She uses the black woman thing when it's convenient for her, and I don't know. It's just weird. Listen, them past 2 days of tweets, I don't know. It's been super weird. But let me tell y'all something. Roger That used to be my song.
Yeah, I love Roger That.
Jesus Christ, I played that today. And I did I think I like whatever the first album was that had Moment for Life and all those on it. I did buy that album. I think the pink print.
I think so.
I did buy the pink print, and that still goes.
I liked Roman's Revenge.
Which was Roman. Every time I think of Roman's Revenge, I think about that Grammy performance she did. I need to watch that.
Yeah. That was
God,
weird.
Jesus, that was so weird.
That was very weird.
That was so weird. That was so bad.
And very bad.
Roman! It was like an exorcist. It was a time. There was an era. That was dark times. That was dark times.
But she didn't have no competition then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She didn't have competition then. It was just her. And who else was rapping at that point? Remy was in jail.
I mean, but in general, she's still in the lane of her own too. Well, and then what kind of throws me off about Nicki too, she act like she the first to do everything, as if like she the first to have a show, she the first rapper to like sing, like Missy don't exist, like Eve didn't have a whole ass show, like Lil Kim and them weren't getting like endorsements and shit. I don't know, it's just really weird. But listen, sis, get your shit together. I don't want to see you go down this way.
Stay off Twitter.
I just want you to put out your music, bop to it. If people fuck with it, let them fuck with it. If they don't, fuck them. And just go on. And that's that on that. I still haven't listened to your album, so I don't know if it's good or bad. But I've heard actually...
The Barbie Dreams is good.
I've heard a lot of the songs are good.
I skip... I mean, again, I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. I can't... The lyrical content is not something that I care for. But Barbie's Dream, I believe it is it goes pretty hard.
I need to give it a listen because I really be liking albums where I like nasty raunchy lyrics. So anytime you want to pop your pussy for a goon, I'm there for your record. But anyways, so this week we're recovering from exes. Dun dun dun. Are you friends with any of your exes?
Yeah.
How many?
1, 2.
Like real life boyfriends that had like breakups.
Two of them.
Oh, that's good. I mean, are y'all just Facebook friends or can y'all like kick it?
No, I talked to him one today, one yesterday.
Oh, okay. I don't talk to any of my exes.
Yeah, I talked to yes.
Well, were the breakups bad?
Yes.
Bad, like somebody cheated on you.
Well, the one that I called a million times. We're still friends. Well, I feel like I have let go of a lot of things that I felt like I was trying to control and trying to, what's the word? Control, I guess is the word. And once I decided that I'm not going to allow anybody to take me out of my character, or I'm not going to tap dance to show my value to anybody. I feel like once I stopped doing that, I stopped caring about that, that's when I saw a change in that person.
Well, how long did it take you to be friends with them after the breakup?
Maybe like a year.
Okay.
A solid year or two, maybe 2 years. Because at first I wasn't having it. I didn't want that, because if in the beginning when we broke up, they were trying to maintain a relationship with me, but I wasn't ready to forgive. I wasn't ready. I was just really angry, and it wasn't until I let go of that anger that we are able to communicate. And now I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll tell him I have a boyfriend or I'm sleeping with somebody.
Do y'all still sleep together?
No.
The other one?
No.
Oh, okay.
The other one's married.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't. That's the only thing about, like, it It took me probably 2 years for each.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing too about like exes is you cannot sleep with them, but it's so easy to sleep with them.
Absolutely, because it's history.
It's history. So it's like you get drunk at the club, you know, no new peen. Why not?
You're not gonna
visit?
You're not gonna live. You're not gonna raise your body count.
I don't want to raise my body count. I already know. You already seen me naked.
It's comfortable.
It's just we're already there, so let's
Yeah.
just do it again. And then that just and that prolongs the breakup because I had a situation where things ended, but we slept together for probably like close to 2 years afterwards. And then the thing was, he would get like girlfriends, but it's when you've been an ex and you've dated for a minute, like if there's like a couple of years involved and they get a new person, you don't respect the new person because your thing is, well, I'm his ex-girlfriend and I was his girlfriend for 2 years or 3 years or whatever the time was. So you kind of look at her as if she the side piece when in retrospect your punk ass is the side piece. And I did that. Like I've had that done to me and I've done that to people. Like, oh, me and her, we getting serious. I mean, it's just been like 2 months. But anyways, and like disregard the relationship and still mess with him and still would be combative with a bitch. Like, I mean, who are you? It's like, no, but who are you? You his ex-girlfriend. No, but who are you? I know his mom. I know his daddy. Yeah. And I've had that done to me where like an ex-girlfriend just like would not go away. And I'm just like, he don't want you. And it's like, well, we still mess around. But it's the reason y'all not together. He don't want you. And the girl's like, but you've been here for 2 days. It's just like, yeah, you're right too. Like it's such an awkward space to be in. So I will always like now, like the last guy, I prefer to just like block people and I want them to block me. Cause I'm not like a good ex-girlfriend to have, like especially if I feel like the relationship should like when relationships don't end on my terms. Yeah. I'm not a really nice ex-girlfriend to have, so I need you to block me to help me. Yeah. No, see, keep me sane by blocking me, so I can't contact you.
It's only them two. Like I'm not friends with any of my other exes. Like I don't talk to my exes.
Is some of not being friends with ex based on like the breakup or how the relationship went? Because why do some people you can be friendly with them? Like for me, the two guys. If I seen them, I would speak. If I seen them, I would speak. But I don't talk to either one of them niggas. And one of them, I actually talk to like his whole family still. So he's married now. Yeah. I've actually spent the night at his family's house, like with his sister, hanging out and stuff. But I don't. If I seen them, I would speak. But we're not Facebook or Instagram friends or anything like that. And luckily for me, my exes, the two main ones that I like really. It's like 4 of them really, but it's like 2 of them out for real. They don't even live in Texas, so I kind of didn't have to deal with like I don't have to run into them ever, which is a win. Good. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, that's. I couldn't imagine. I didn't like when me and my exes lived in the same city. It was too much for my soul.
You know, like I said,
I hated seeing them in a club. I hate seeing them with other people. Yeah. It took me forever to get over them. I was one of them people that would go out, have a good time, but don't let me have one cocktail too many because after the club, I'm like boo crying in the alley. Why don't you love me?
Yeah. No, like I said, like there's only 2 of my exes that I have. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I don't know how to describe it other than I personally, like, my last ex-boyfriend, both guys, I thought they were the one for me. I really thought that they were, one is older, one is younger. The older one, I mean, he's just been there. Like, he's been there for, like, I met him when I was 22. And he's just been there. And
he's the one that's married.
Yes, he's the one that's married. And we just have a friendship that has lasted throughout these years. And, you know, we've gone through a period where we didn't speak to each other. And then as soon as I think I was trying to do some, like, side work with him or something. And it was just like we just picked back up where we left off.
In a friend way.
And, you know, he just has always been there for me. So it's like deeper than that. It's just genuine love. Like, I don't I mean, I genuinely love him, but not like
you care about his well-being.
Yeah, like if he was sick or if something, like if he was sick, I would totally be there.
Do you know his wife?
I've met her, yes.
Oh, okay. Does she know you're his ex-girlfriend?
I don't think he's his ex-girlfriend, but
okay.
I do. We have been introduced to each other. But like, there's just a genuine love there. Like, if something were to have happened,
y'all haven't slept together.
No, we have not slept together. But even like my ex-boyfriend, the younger dude, like it's the same way. I don't know what it is. And I always feel like you love people. Like you can always have more than one love in this lifetime.
There's 7 billion people in the world. I think you get more than one.
I think that sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And how I use my perspective, I just feel like, you love a lot of people, but you don't love everybody the same way. And these two people in particular, I guess I just feel like, like these people have really been there. Like I can call both of these dudes right now and be like, yo, I need X amount of dollars, or I need this, I need something, and they will be there.
Do you think ex-girlfriends always have do you think, like, if you break up with somebody in a year, do you feel like you still have dibs on that nigga?
No.
I don't feel like I still have dibs on a nigga if we break up.
No, if we break up, we break up.
No, if we break up and I'm still, like, because breakups don't happen on Monday and then they're just done. What they string on, you break up and then there's still like a phase of like grayness before you get to like not talking. Even if you're arguing, even if it's not like, I mean, granted, y'all not like kicking and watching Netflix movies. Even if y'all get into it every time you see him at the club, there's a gray area of something.
In the beginning, when me and my ex first broke up, like the younger one, he would go out and I would see him out, and I used to get so irritated.
What the fuck you doing here?
And
nigga?
I used to get so irritated, but it wasn't until I saw him with another girl.
You felt shamed.
And I knew, I mean, a bitch knows. And I knew that this girl was his girlfriend just because of the way he was like, interacting with her.
Handling her.
The way he was interacting with her, I knew that was his girlfriend. But he was still, like, he still came up to me, he spoke to me, shook my hand or whatever, and he tried to introduce me to her, but I was just like, man, I don't want to meet that girl. Like, I don't want to meet her. I don't want to meet her. I was not, like, trying to meet her at all. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I wasn't fucking ready. I was not
ready. Because it'd be like, why her and not me? Like, I don't think...
Mind you, like, this girl had, like, orange hair. Like, she was just, like, this, like... and I'm not knocking the girl. I mean, whatever.
She wasn't cute.
During my investigation, I found out she's from Louisiana. She's a Creole girl. So, she's a little country. And, she had this orange hair.
That orange hair really bothered
it just bothered me because I remember he told me
he hated... You was like,
hood girls. He told me he hated hood girls.
That was the problem. You thought she was a hood rat. You thought you was better than her, didn't you?
I did.
Yes, you did.
I felt it.
You felt better than her, didn't you? Because she had orange hair. You thought you was better than her, didn't you? You was just like, I got my real hair.
I said, I got my real hair. It's natural. And you dating a bitch with orange ass hair?
Girl, I found her any reason.
And then it's just like, you could, it's like, oh, like, you know how, like, in the early, like maybe like 06, 07, weaves had, it wasn't like this new shit. Like, it was like a part, and it was like
she had a let out.
Whatever the fuck that was. It was like, it's like a part right here, and then like it's like comb to the side, and then you could see like her
baby hairs. You were really bothered by this.
I was very bothered by it because this nigga straight up said, and he would always say, I don't like hood ass girls. I don't like hood girls. And he would always be like, that's why he's like, that's why I'm so drawn to you, because you're so different than the environment.
So you was hella offended.
So I'm thinking,
come to find out you weren't even that nigga type. Come to find now. You weren't even that nigga type.
Come to find out, I'm not this nigga's type.
Ain't that hurt? But
I was a little gutted.
I have, like, I've seen an ex with, like, a girl who I thought was, I don't want to say beneath me because that sounds terrible, but that bitch was that bitch was beneath me. Like, I hate to say it that way, and she probably isn't. Let me be clear. She probably really isn't. But in my ebonyness and the way my hair was swooped, and that motherfucking BB high-waisted electric blue skirt. And that fucking white cami, the thick one, not even the cheap one, the thick one, the one you get from the department, the one your mama get under her work clothes, that one.
The DKNY.
Yeah, that thick one, because I probably got it from my mama. And no, mine came from Learner, so my mama used to shop up from New York Company.
Oh!
I had that one, and then I had
she Beverly Hills, honey.
Get your life. 90210. And I had on, and then this is back when Aldo was originally popping. Like when it first, like, cause Aldo
you had the new Aldo shoes.
I used to get my Aldos and the bitches was like $200-$300, bitch. I used to be at Aldo killing them hoes, and I had like my matching little Aldo strappy sandals with like the clutch. Y'all get into this fucking outfit in 2007-8, bitch. In short, I was killing these hoes, and then I go to this club with this swooped hair. Thinking I'm bad as shit. That nigga, he know what he missing. It's about to be a rapper.
Bad bitch came on.
The bad bitch jumped out. And I'm like at this club, and I'm like about to give these niggas hell. And I walk in, and I see him with this homely girl, and I fucking about shitted myself. The audacity.
Like, how you go from greatness?
Did you
to
nigga? I actually have a picture of me that night I will post. I was like hella offended. And she looked just so regular, smegula. And I'm like killing myself to be this bad bitch. And this is how you do it?
This is how you repay me?
And granted, the girl is probably nice and smart or whatever. But it was just like, wait, what? And then like, he had like a bottle and they were just like happy. And I was fucking irate.
Yeah.
Like you had to see the smoke like steaming from my fucking body. So I'm like cussing him out through text like, you son of a bitch. And I'm like going off in this club and this nigga, and he like dead ass. I'm texting because now we're kind of looking at each other because now we're booths across from each other. So like he's reading the text and responding and I'm cussing his black ass out like, fuck you, bitch. And I like, die, nigga. Like anything you can just say that's just irrational. And then in between this, I'm taking shots with random niggas because I'm in like somebody random booth with my homegirl. So the drunker I get, the more text I send because I'm a psycho.
Nice.
And then finally he holds her hand and walks out. And I was just like, okay.
Bitch, why does nigga do the same thing to me?
And I was just like, and that's when it like came to me that I can't party. I need to just go into like a hole when I'm going through something because it does not feel good. And I remember like with one of my exes, this girl, so if me and a person are done, even in general, when I'm dating somebody, I don't like people who like send a bunch of like if they see something on Facebook and they hit me up and be like, you seen this? I don't really like mess like that. In case it's something serious, like he married or got some kids or some shit, don't send me like a girl commenting under his post or something. Because don't get me, like, don't rev me up. Because at the end of the like, you're revving.
I can get revved.
Yeah, don't rev me up. Because I'm super emotional. I take everything to heart. I'm a Taurus by nature, so I'm a bull in a china shop. So when you rev up a bull, the bull's ready to hit whatever's rocking around. Don't rev me up. So if you see, like, stupid shit, don't do that. And then I was getting, like, when we were broken up, they were sending me, like, all like everything they seen. So here's a single nigga out here. Okay, first of all, niggas don't even be single be doing the most. Now add being single to it. So I'm getting like all these like Facebook screens, like it wasn't screenshots at the time, it was like, regular camera, but I'm getting all these Facebook pictures and shit, and it was just like I was literally dying, and I was just like, I cannot do this. And so then that's when I decided, luckily I ended up moving back home, which made it a bit easier because I was graduating. I had graduated from school, and like by the time I came home, I was just so drained and so defeated. Like, and it's for me, nothing worked but dead ass silence. to him, like, I had to kill the situation. And because at the end of the day, when you're going through a breakup with somebody, or you're splitting up with somebody you've been with or been messing with or whoever for an amount of years, it literally is like a death.
Absolutely.
And people, and I had to
go through those phases.
You do, and I never really genuinely realized that until I got older and started going through heartbreak. You have to mourn the loss, and then I think about how insensitive I was to my friends who were super in love in high school, and because they lost their virginity and they was with the boy for since freshman year, and now they're breaking up senior year, and I kind of was like, get over him, because I hadn't had a situation that serious. So it's you have to mourn it, and you can't talk to them. I had one ex, we would stop talking for 6 months and then talk again, and then I would think we'll be able to be friends, but then we'll have sex, or sometimes we wouldn't even have sex. We'll think we're being friends and we'll be cooling, but the second he talked to a girl, I felt it. My whole body was on fire. That's how mad I was. Yeah. But then I'm not saying shit because I'm trying to be cool, and I'm the cool friend, because we can be friends now. Yeah. Because I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah. Because you must have been over it. I'm over it. So let's just be besties. Yeah. And then a phone call, a text message, a hello that's too friendly sends my ass into a fucking panic.
So with my ex, the younger one, again, we've been friends. We went through a phase where we didn't speak to each other. So he gave me his computer because I was working on some stuff, and he gave me his computer, and this girl, so I noticed, you go through a person's computer, you can
you were being nosy.
I was being nosy.
Don't make it seem like
I was being nosy. I was going
his history popped up. No, it didn't. You was looking for some shit.
So I just wanted to see what the fuck was going on. So I went through the pictures. I went through all the shit, and of course I saw pictures of him and this girl, which he denied that was his girlfriend. So I sent him a screenshot of the picture, and I said, "Stop denying this girl. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop acting like you just out here just doing you, and you just single and shit, nigga." This whole bitch information is on your computer. I know where she lives. I know her phone number. I know her last transaction from what she bought. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're a psycho.
I am. I mean, I'm a researcher. I am a researcher. And when he was just well, you done with the computer now? Let me get that computer back, man. Let me just get that computer back. So I gave it back to him. I was just you shouldn't do that. You should have known better. And he was just yeah, I fucked up on that. I said, I know you did.
I've been wondering why niggas.
So I just say that to say it's something in me kind of resonated, but then I realized okay, number one, I've been fucking out here.
Listen, that's what I've had for you. I've had times
I can't even be mad at the nigga because I've been out here doing my thing too.
Can't be friends because I'm still in love with you.
I prayed about it. I meditated on it, and I realized I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to live it without, because I'm the type of person that is a low-key people pleaser, and I want people to be happy, and if that person doesn't want me to be with somebody else, and if that makes it past me would be okay, I'm not going to be with nobody else.
Fuck that.
But now I have come to this this kind of a
epiphany,
I'm gonna do me.
I'm gonna tell you why.
If we meet up later and it happens like that, I'm okay with that. But as of right now, right at this moment, I'm going to do me, and you do you, and it's okay.
Listen, do you anyway, because niggas break up. First of all, niggas be doing it when they with you a lot of the times. Yes. So when they break up, when there's a breakup, they cool, I can just do what I was doing anyway, out in the open. But I used to do that when me and a guy would split up. I would want to still be like this perfect person. Because,
Yeah,
you know, if I don't mess with nobody, then he's going to see the value in me and how I'm still loyal. So he's going to come back to me because I'm being so super loyal. Now, I'm not saying go, you know, just go have sex to have sex. If you want to do that, then do it. But
wear condom.
I'm saying wear condom. But I'm saying that if you just when somebody leaves you, take whatever the time it needs for you to get whole again. If that means you need to go sit in the room and listen to Toni Braxton like I do, preferably the Secrets album,
do it.
And Wayne Textile album's a good one too for a breakup.
Yep.
If you need to rap, I used to do Trina Single Again. You know how they act, see with another man and they want you back. Whoop whoop. I used to kill. Oh, and Kaya's Don't Trust No Nigga. Dun dun. Dun, dun. I used to love Don't Trust No Nigga. But if you need to listen to your music, or if you need to,
it took me a long time.
Like my mom said, I used to just I sleep a lot. So when I'm like really sad about it, like when I'm fed up, when I'm annoyed, when life is too much for me, I go take a nap. So for me, I used to sleep late, go to work, come home to just go back to sleep. And that's all I did for like a whole summer. If they take the time you need to do whatever you need to do, and don't try to please this nigga and hope he'll see your worth, because they won't. They not. Cause all that I'm gonna go to the club, but I'm not gonna let anybody get me drinks, and I'm just gonna be
I'm gonna be the good girl.
I'm gonna be the good girl because I want him to see me being the girl.
Here. Nah, fuck that. Get them niggas to buy you drinks.
If you want a nigga to get you a drink, get a drink.
Mind you, a kiss. Well, don't kiss him.
In short, just do what you want to do, and don't like put what you're doing in hopes that he'll see your worth. Because I'm gonna let you know that nigga's not.
He won't.
That nigga's not gonna see your worth.
Because matter of fact, this is what they gonna do. They gonna break up. Y'all gonna break up, and you gonna go through the shit thinking like, okay, I'm gonna try to get him back. I'm trying to get him. All the while, this nigga's like on to the next bitch, telling her he wants to marry her. One of my exes ended up getting married.
On you?
Not on me, but like it was a surprise because he never said that he was dating anybody, or he just came. We went to lunch one day. And nigga showed up to lunch with a wedding band on. And like a week before, the nigga ain't had that. So I'm just like, what is this? And that was the first thing I saw. I was just like, I said, you got married? And he was like, oh yeah, I got married over the weekend.
Niggas do that. That's what I'm saying. If somebody breaks up with you, you know, don't go busting windows out of cars.
You don't need to do that.
Just do whatever it takes and to make you whole. And don't make people rush you either. I was very thankful that my mom was seeing that I was probably sad for too long, and that's how she told me to like get a journal, because I had a lot of feelings. I'm gonna talk about it, but the way you cope with a breakup is the way you cope with a breakup. I mean, don't self-harm yourself. Yeah. Ain't no nigga worth like
heavy drugs
and beating yourself. Yeah, that's another thing too. Realize when you're starting to pick up a problem, because I was picking up a problem and didn't realize it. And that can go for food. That can go with just sex.
That's how I got my DUI. That is exactly how I got my DUI. I did not know how to handle.
I didn't cope well either.
That breakup. I did not know.
I partied a lot anyway, but I went into extreme partying when I went through my phase, which went into extreme drinking, because now I'm extreme party, because I'm not really having fun at the party. I'm having fun at the party, but not really. But now add more alcohol, I'm having a great time.
I went into extreme drinking. I did not know. Looking back, I really did not know how to cope with that. I didn't know, because I really thought the dude that was younger, I really thought that he was the one. Like, I thought...
Because you be confused when shit ends and it don't be on your terms.
Like,
even if the relationship had been showing like red flags and signs, when shit ends, it still hurts your soul.
I was dead ass. Like, that was pretty...
I went by mother.
And then like... But it is so funny because our relationship now is so much better than it was when we were together.
I mean, that happens. Once you take the time, and don't let anybody rush your time. Like, granted, I took about 2 years on the main guy. I did take it was close to 2 years of me, and not that I didn't see other people, and not that I didn't date. I dated and seen other people, but like if I still seen a picture of him, I would feel it in my chest. Like now, I went and Instagram stalked him like a month ago when somebody asked me about him. I was like, I don't know how he doing. Let me go see if his Instagram's open. It was. I looked and it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. Back in the day, if this was like a smooth, like 3 or 4 years ago, if I would have seen a picture of him, my fucking heart would still break in my chest. Like literally. Yeah. So take the time you need to heal, because I really wish we was healing like Wolverine. We're not.
No, sometimes it does take, like, because
it just takes time.
So when you like mourn a death, it's like
and you can't be fucking
steps.
too. That's the thing. You can't
fuck them either. No, you gotta stop fucking them. You gotta stop fucking them.
I don't care. You gotta invest in a rabbit. Learn how to masturbate. Masturbation is great. You better learn how to do something, because
you gotta stop fucking them.
The breakup doesn't start until you stop fucking them. So
that is so true.
If you break up in 2017 April,
and you still fucking him,
and you still fucking him in 2018 January,
y'all still together.
You ain't started the breakup space. You need the breakup time don't start until the last time you niggas fuck.
When's the last time I fucked this nigga?
That's it.
I'm trying to think.
You can see him in the club. Y'all can say hey. You can text. You can do all this other shit. It doesn't start until y'all stop fucking. This has
to be. I think the last time we had sex was like maybe January, February.
Oh, and FYI, if you go like months without fucking and then you do fuck, you restart the time. That's the rule.
That's the rule.
That's the rules. If you're in a breakup and you ain't seen this nigga in 6 months and you see this nigga month number 7 and give him some, it starts the cycle over again.
Thank God.
So treat that shit like sobriety. If you
sobriety.
You just gotta take it one day at a time. Work the steps and let the steps work you. Whatever they say.
Lord, help me to accept the things that I cannot change. Right. But no, that's seriously, like, that's dead ass. Like, you cannot have sex with, and I honestly don't, like, this nigga has tried. And I said, no.
Nope.
No, because you're not finna fucking get me all confused and all riled up.
Because if they get it right, listen.
Because this nigga knows. This nigga knows. They know you. So they're going to do
what you like.
And
then sex talk sex talk is always great because everyone's relaxed.
And everybody knows each other.
You're in euphoria. You're on cloud 9.
You know him.
Everybody. And I'm not going to say he lying during the end of sex talk because I don't like to think people are lying. I just like to think people are in a moment. So, like, for me, even in sex talk with, like, boyfriends, I wait till they say that shit again sober because, like, sex talk is supposed to be romantic. Everyone's relieved at this point. Everybody's chilling. You know, music is flowing. 90s R&B in the background. Champagne flowing or Hennessy. Whatever you niggas drink during sex. It's just so when you do it, then they're like, well, I don't know why I stopped fucking with her. She a good girl. And it's not that they lying. It's just the aura of the sex. The sex is making all this sweet talk come. So now your pillow talk done got good. And then you think you about to have something. Little do you know.
That nigga not gonna call you tomorrow.
That nigga zip up his pants. That nigga's good. That nigga's out of that.
That nigga not gonna call you
that
tomorrow.
Nigga and will not.
And
will be on Facebook with another bitch. And you'll be mad. Because that has happened to me. Be like, wait, what? Me and this nigga just fucked.
Wow.
You restart the time. I don't care. If you go to, I did that. I legit, one of them, 2 years. Me and this nigga did not talk for 2 years. This nigga invited me out of town with him. I flew to see him. We had sex. It restarted that shit. 2 years, my nigga. Do you know how long 2 years is? That's 365 days times 2. I had sex with him. I was literally back restarted. Game over. Doo-doo-doo. Like Mario. Back at the finish line. When I couldn't. Yeah, that was me. I had to press start and everything. I had to pick Luigi again.
You restarted?
Yeah, because I usually pick Luigi. I had to pick Luigi again.
I usually pick the princess.
And, I had to start. I was back to the finish line, nigga. 2 fucking years. You know how far you get in 2 years? To have to pack your bags and go back to the beginning? Yeah, with the same damage. With the same damage.
Like I said, I honestly, like, these two people, they have I care for them a lot. And I love them a lot, but in different ways. Like, each of them has, like, a particular way or whatever. But I cannot have sex with them.
You better not.
I can't. Like,
Nope.
I don't want to. And I even told the younger one, I was just like, we can't have sex. Like,
Nope.
you know, if we're going to have sex, we're going to be in a relationship. And sometimes I say that kind of shit just to kind of be, to scare him. Because he'd be like, oh,
hell no.
Hell no.
Yeah, sometimes if we have sex, we got to get married.
Yeah.
Stop doing niggas like that.
So it scares him. But in the same sense, I feel like he's opened up a lot more than how he used to be. And I don't know. I mean, who knows the future? I can't predict the future, but
I can't predict the future, but I will predict this. If you and a nigga break up, don't let that nigga inside, man. Don't let that nigga get next to your vagina.
Don't.
Repel that nigga.
And then let him know that you are fucking... See, and this is the crazy part. Like,
and don't be... Listen, that is true. Because you say let him know you fucking with somebody else.
Yes.
You don't have to let him know if that's... Because some people just ain't that verbal. But don't be hiding for a nigga. Yeah, don't be hiding.
It's important.
And don't put on. Because this is the thing, too. Some people... Y'all go so hard on y'all social media trying to act like y'all okay and niggas see through that. I'm out with my girls.
Yeah.
I'm single again.
Yeah.
All that... Don't be extra.
Let me tell you.
Listen, low key, if I was you, like now, I would just like disappear from social media so that nigga wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing. I block niggas though, so don't ask me.
I'm telling you, like and it wasn't until I told this dude, I told him, the younger dude, that I was dating somebody because he asked me if he could come over, and I said no because I'm getting ready to go somewhere. And he was like, "Where you going?" So I'm going to the movies. He was like, "Oh, you going by yourself?" And I said, "Nope." I said, "I'm going with the person I'm dating." And he was just like, and for the first, because usually I be bullshitting. I just be saying shit. But this particular point, he's like, "You're dating somebody?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm dating somebody. We're going to the movies. So no, you can't come over." And he was just like, oh, okay. Okay, well, then that's when all the truth started spilling out. Well, you know, I'm dating this person too, and I don't know if it's gonna work. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. And ever since then, it's almost like clockwork. That nigga would be like, "Hey, what you doing? You wanna go eat? My treat."
Listen.
Oh my God.
If you don't take nothing else from this podcast today,
take it.
Don't
have sex with them niggas.
Don't let them niggas in.
Do not have
sex with your ex. They know it. That's what they be trying to do.
Don't have sex with your ex.
Don't have sex. If you have sex with an ex, it restarts the time. Not for him, for you.
That is so
That
true.
nigga's over it already. That nigga was over it before y'all broke up. That nigga was healing. That nigga was healing from the breakup while y'all was still together.
Yeah. Don't have sex with them. That's so important.
And no matter how much time passes, it starts it. Take it from me.
Unless he is willing to commit. And don't be fooled by all that rah-rah, that quick talk, that fast talk, the actions speak louder than their words. If a nigga really want to fuck with you, he gonna fuck with you.
And we start that shit. Like,
and
honestly,
and start brand new. And make that nigga wait.
If you got them 90-day rules,
make him wait. Make him 90, make it 100.
If you got them 3-day rules,
make it 4.
Right. You need to redo.
Just because you fucked up the last time.
Listen, just because y'all fucked before does not mean y'all need to fuck again immediately. And niggas, exes get you like that all the time too. But we already did it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm different now.
My vagina has been rejuvenated.
I'm different now. I'm different.
My vagina has been recharged.
Don't listen.
Nope.
I don't know. Listen. That's all you need to take. You listen to you. That's all.
Do not sleep with them niggas.
Do not. It restarts the time. This shit ain't about these niggas. It is about you.
Yes. Because if you can go through that process of getting over them, and you
can. And when they say time heal, like time does heal that. It's nothing else. It ain't enough Mariah Carey. It ain't enough Toni Braxton in the world.
You have to go. You have to go through the motions. You have to just go through the motions. You have to go through that
if you have to cry,
because for me, I went through a bargaining phase where I was just like, okay, well, if I can do this, I'll do this if you do this.
I went through that phase. I went through like a psychotic phase where I called that nigga a billion times. He should have really. Yeah. Like I used to call that nigga a billion times, like leave erratic ass voicemails, be just ridiculously belligerently crazy. I went through that phase. Then I just went through a phase where I just didn't say anything to anybody, and I was just in my room every day by myself, minding my business. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I virtually fell off the map.
Yeah, me too.
And then I went through like the love song phase where.
Did you ever like you would call them and let it ring one time and hang up?
Yeah, and said, and I did the whole I butt dialed you because I want to hear the dogs in the club. Yeah. So I will call him and let his voicemail play while I was in the club so he can hear me in the club. So he'll know I'm out and about and living my best life. That nigga still didn't give a fuck.
Nigga still didn't
give a fuck. Nigga still didn't call back like, where you at? Nigga was just like, okay.
Oh shit!
I did it all. Like one of my breakups. My mom sent me to Jamaica. I was so sad. She was tired of me complaining and moping around the house. She sent me to Jamaica. My mom was like, "Get the fuck out my face."
Wow, that's nice.
Like I was distraught, and she was just like, "I can't deal with you being distraught."
So when was your first like real like breakup heartbreak?
High school. I was going to college. I was going to college. And he just dogged me so bad, like, and didn't listen. And that's the thing, just go on with your life, because sophomore year, so we went to college in the same town. My freshman year, so senior year was terrible. He made a point to make it terrible because he hated me, I hated him, a whole bunch of shit went down. It was just terrible. And we ended up going to college in the same city. He went to like the school that was across the tracks from mine. And we still knew all the same people. He still was still talking shit about me. Because at first, like, it was kind of like I was still attached. So then he made it seem like I was like the crazy girl and I wouldn't let him live. So then eventually, like, I kind of started getting my own like juice in school, and I started popping and I met people, and you know, I became a cool kid. And randomly one night I get a phone call and it's him. This is just random freshman year of college, and I'm like, hello, and I'm like, who is this? And he says his name. I'm like, who? And he says his name again. I thought somebody was playing on my phone. I legit hung up on this nigga. And then he called back. He was like, why did you hang up? I'm like, what? Like, what are you calling me for? But the second he called me was when I genuinely did not give a shit. All this other time of me still running behind him and all that ridiculousness I was doing, he didn't really entertain me until I was like not paying attention to him. Niggas are just so ridiculous like that. And me and him end up talking again for maybe like a year or so. But then we end up like, of course, not working out because we were not gonna work out to begin with. But then that second time I kind of was already used to it. Was so much drama when we tried it again that about time it ended, I kind of already had a crush on somebody else. So when I had kind of mourned the relationship already. Yeah. Like I knew it wasn't going to work out. So the transition was a lot better for me. And I realized that time around during the breakup, he paid more attention to me because I wasn't paying attention to him. Because that's how niggas are. When I was like boohoo crying on his doorsteps and my mama flying me out to Jamaica and all this extra shit I had going on, that second breakup when I was just like, all right, cool. That nigga was like, wait, what? It's like, all right. So this is the end? Okay, this is very nice. I hope everything works out with you. Yeah, it's just like, I was cool. And he was just over that shit. He was just like, what? And then he made it his mission to try to ruin me and the next nigga, but neither here nor there. So just do you and don't like hurt yourself, but do the necessary steps. And everybody does different things when the relationship ends.
Yeah.
You know,
just don't drink. Don't turn to drinking.
Don't turn to anything that's going to be excessive. And that goes for alcohol, food, drugs, sex, working out. Anything that you're doing excessive outside of sleep.
Even sleep can be a little, because you need to be outside sometimes. You know, put
a time limit on everything. That's really what it is. If you need to be in a house in the comfort of your own house in a dark room, that's okay. But 2 months into it is not okay though.
Yeah, because when you are in that type of mind frame, depression, that isolation,
it creeps up.
That isolation can make it worse. So you have to set a time limit, because that's what happened to me. Like,
First thing Monday morning.
you have to set a time limit.
Toni has told
you have
y'all.
to set a time limit, because you can sit in the house all day. I did. I sat in the house all day, but the longer I sat isolated, the worse I felt.
What?
So you have to give yourself a time limit.
You
like,
have to mourn it, and then you have to move on.
You can stay in the house. That's cool.
And eating Twizzlers with whipped cream.
But on Sunday or Monday, you have to say, I'm getting out. I'm going to be
social.
Even if it's for an hour, 30 minutes, you have to interact with people, because being isolated can increase your depression. It can increase your anxiety, and that can make it worse, and that can prolong it. So if you know yourself well enough to know that you are easily prone to depression or anxiety, I would definitely recommend you set a time limit on your isolation, because isolation can only be good for so long.
Listen, just don't fuck that nigga.
And don't have sex with him.
Listen, if you don't learn anything else, don't fuck that nigga. It restarts the healing process. It's like it's like injuring the same body part again. Don't do it to yourself. But so this week on Moesha's Diary, Dionne Warwick wrote back. And Dionne gave us more details about her situation so we can have a better
fantastic
thought. So, and if this is like your first time listening to this podcast, this person actually wrote in last week, and last week's topic was recovering from, what was it? Getting fired. So if you want to hear the first half of her story, go to that and listen to it. So here's the second part. And she was like, hey, this is Dionne Warwick. I wasn't trying to say too much on my last write-in because my bestie and I both listened to your show, but YOLO/fuck it. Me and my bestie have been friends since middle school. Her cousin is 4 years younger than us, and yes, their family is close. Oh, pause. Basically, this girl wrote in last week about her boyfriend getting her best friend's cousin pregnant. So now let's continue. Her cousin is 4 years younger than us, and yes, their family is close. Their moms are sisters and basically best friends. They have a lot of family functions that I have been a guest at. So I know the cousin who is pregnant by my boyfriend's mom, sibling, and stepdad. I've also hung out with the cousin because of my best friend. My bestie says she didn't know, but I still feel away, and me and my boyfriend are still together and trying to work through it. But as expected, I don't have much to say to anyone because I'm so hurt. What should I do in regards to my bestie? Do you really think she didn't know? And I heard that she was mad at her cousins, but their mother supposedly set them down and had a family meeting saying they can't fall out. What do I do?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
So, one, I would dump the guy. I would just dump him because that's too much. And then, depending on how close you are with your best friend, fuck everything else besides you and your best friend's relationship. Like, how bad do you want to salvage that? Because if y'all are best friends, like you say you are, then there should be some level of honesty and truth. And if she honestly says that she didn't know about it, or she didn't have a clue about what was happening, then if that's your best friend, I would believe her and pray over it. But again, on the flip side of the coin, family is family. I'm not really close to my cousins like that, but I don't know how her relationship is with her cousins. So that's just one. Definitely dump the nigga because he ain't worth it. Two, I would definitely have a conversation with my best friend and to see what is happening with that. And if she knew about it, then that's not your best friend.
For me, you're not gonna leave your boyfriend. I already know you're not. Because you didn't ask us what to do about your boyfriend, so you already know you're gonna stay with that nigga. So good luck with that relationship. But as far as the cousin, there's a way where you can take a break from somebody without it being messy. And it sounds like you're gonna need a break because I don't know if you really thought this out. The cousin's gonna have a baby, which means you said their family is close, which means your best friend is going to also play with said baby, which means your cousin's going to have a relationship with said baby, which means her family that you got to know is going to have a relationship with this baby, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, can you handle that? Because that's the real question. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with this baby being on your best friend's IG? Are you okay with this, knowing your best friend's going to be around this baby and they going, it's a baby. Everybody loves babies. So for me, I know I would need a break from my best friend because that is going to be a lot to deal with. And will you be able to deal with that? That baby's not going nowhere. And that's that girl's cousin. And it's different if it was some random girl, your boyfriend got pregnant, because you and your best friend probably would be in allegiance right now trying to fight the girl. But that can't happen. And you can't say too much because that's that girl cousin. And when drama happens because guess what? Your boyfriend and that cousin seems like they're already in a sticky, icky situation. So it's going to be some bumps in the road. Even if he is like a good dad and even if she is a good mom, there's going to be some bumps in the road in general, because that happens when two people create a baby and they're trying to figure out balance, especially when they're not together. Because people who be like married still be having friction when they have children. So people who aren't together have more friction because they got to find a balance. So are you ready to deal with that? Are you ready and your cousin might side with her cousin when it comes to baby daddy issues? Because that's your boyfriend, but now that's that girl cousin's baby daddy. It's just a mess. So for me, it sounds like you're gonna stay with your nigga. So good luck with that, girl. But you need to really decide how deep do you want to be in it with your friend. She gonna stay with her nigga because she ain't asked us about the nigga. How deep do you want to be in it with your friend? Because the thing is, you can cut your friend off, but that solves the problem with the baby. But then that don't solve the problem with the baby because of that nigga. So, I mean, if it was me, I'd damn near be ready to cut everybody off. But that's just me because I don't really like all that type of shit.
The nigga is, to me, it's like, I don't know. Like if you,
but she gonna stay with her nigga, and I mean, honestly, I probably not. Old me would definitely stay with a nigga. Now me would still kind of almost try to probably stay with that nigga. Like she doesn't sound like she's leaving him, and I don't know how deep you in. I don't know how long you and this guy have been together, and I don't know y'all story, but it doesn't sound like she's leaving the dude. If your issue is that you think your best friend knew, and you really genuinely think she knew,
you need to talk. You have to talk to that person about it.
It sounds, but you've written us twice, so I would assume that you tried to talk to your best friend at this point. And if you didn't, you say she listened to this podcast, so she knows if y'all haven't. There's a talk that needs to happen.
I think
what I would do, if you feel like you can't be best friends with your best friends, there's a way that situations can end without drama, and you need to take that route. You need to just explain your side.
Just remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, explain your side and remove. And maybe one day y'all can come back and everything be all great. But it just sounds like you need a complete and utter break. That's gonna remain That's gonna remain that girl's cousin. Ain't nothing you can do about that. I would like to think that your best friend didn't know, but now we're gambling with family. That's tricky. So if it was me, I would be done because I don't like that type. I don't. They say pressure bust pipes or pressure make diamonds. With situations like this, I will bust my fucking pipe, and that ain't worth it for me. So I wouldn't really be fucking with my best friend, and not in like a nasty way either. Not in like fuck you, bitch, you. Not like that, but in a way of like I really just need some time.
Yeah,
and you really do just need some time. And even if y'all do end up being friends and being cool, it's still a lot of layers to that because there now is a baby involved that's not going anywhere. And you say their family's close, it's safe to say that your best friend is going to be close to the baby too.
I still have a conversation because communication, you can.
I mean, I'm not saying not have a conversation. Have a conversation, but
take a break.
It sounds like you need a conversation and a break.
You need to have a conversation just to get some answers, because I'm sure you have questions that need answers too.
But if she said a friend say she don't know, so then maybe the best friend really don't have no answers for her.
So, and if that's the case, then take it for what it is, right? And accept that this is the cards that life is dealing, and you have to make a decision. Like you said, can you handle that? Can a person handle that type of situation? Can you handle that?
I wouldn't be able to handle that, and I wouldn't want my best friend. I like my best friend to. I know this don't sound selfish. It's your best friend. I like my best friend to be on my team. Meaning, I don't like my best friend to know all. My best friend needs to know what I'm telling her. But now you're in a situation where she knows all the sides. So she's gonna know what the boyfriend's saying to the cousin. She's gonna know what the cousin's saying to the boyfriend. She knows too many sides for me, and that just really wouldn't sit well with a nigga like me. But that's me. If you can sit through that, cool. Like, yeah. I almost can deal with...
You have to know your limits.
Yeah, I almost can deal with the nigga, because he just dealing with the girl. I can't be dealing with 8 different people.
When you know the truth.
Yeah, I personally can't. But, if you need a break from everybody, I think that's not too much to ask for. And it sounds like you need a break. It sounds like you need a break, a prayer cloth, put your name in a prayer box, and go to your Mima and get some prayer.
And a big hug. Because that's a lot.
I wouldn't be able to, but if it was me, I'm letting you know now, I wouldn't really be best friends with my best friend. Not that we'll be enemies. We wouldn't be enemies, but we wouldn't be best friends.
I guess it's because
I'm
too much of a loyal person, so I would definitely I would take it a lot harder.
And it's unfortunate, sometimes it is that your best friend might not have anything to do with it, but sometimes you get caught in a crossfire of other people bullshit. And that's unfortunate, but it happens all the time.
But if my best friend were to say that she didn't know, and I believe her, then my frustration could not be on her.
That's fine, but then you still have to deal with the fact that there's a baby coming to play.
But then again, I still have to deal with, can I handle the situation?
At the end of the day,
because essentially, if I'm not dealing with the nigga, but I'm still dealing with my best friend, I'm still going to
hear stuff, because your best friend is a person you gossip with. So 9 times out of 10, you and your cousin the best friends be gossiping.
So that's just one of those things where you gotta kind of be like, okay, so what side of the fence am I going to be on? Am I just going to be on? Am I going to be neutral? Or I'm going to be on?
Listen, keep it cute and keep it on mute. But listen, if you're gonna stay with this guy, and I'm only saying this because my family has went through a custody battle before. One of my requirements for us to work on it will be for him, once the baby's here, of course, get paternity done, have him put himself on child support, and have him put himself on visitation. Because a lot of the drama comes with the money and the visitation. If you go down to whatever county court you at and get paternity, child support, and then automatically visitation, and not necessarily that they have to just get it in place. So it won't be I call her, she ain't answer the phone call, now I can't pick up my baby, then the baby mama drama and all that stuff, and then you get involved because you want to defend him if you see him trying to pick up his child and she won't give him the child, or whatever the case might be. For me, one of the requirements for me to even to continue a relationship with him would be to get the DNA, to get child support where he taking care of his kid, and to just establish everything, because establishing everything through the court of law will make stuff a lot easier. You just in a situation. I probably won't fuck with none of them niggas, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
you can't move.
Some fucked up shit.
You can't move.
That sounds like some fucked up shit, and I would be pissed. I would be pissed at all parties.
I wouldn't be talking to nobody, but I
would be pissed off at all parties. But because, like I said, my best friend, I'm such a loyal person. I couldn't just see myself just saying fuck you to my best friend. I need answers. And I need real answers. I need honest answers. And if that's your truth, you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Okay. I respect that, but I need a break.
Yeah, you still.
But I need a break. I need a break from everybody.
You just start with that. Just pray. Just honestly take a break from everybody, even your guy. Take a break from your best friend, your guy, and tell. And it's not. And it don't. And once again, just because you take a break or you distance yourself from people, it does not have to be nasty.
No, it's just you need to take a break to get some mental clarity.
And then when you do that, I think you can come back with like a clear head because, like I said, you dealing them babies be different. Babies don't go nowhere.
They don't, and then it's like,
and babies are babies, so people still like
a baby in the stomach is almost like a baby in theory. But then once you have that baby, it's a whole.
Because you got to think about his. I don't know his situation, but you got to think his mama gonna want to see her grandbaby.
It's a whole different ballgame once a baby gets here. Because I dealt with a nigga that, had a baby on the way, and they acted completely different once the baby got into real life.
Yeah, people just they
change.
And you should want him to change because you should want him to be a good father.
Yeah.
You shouldn't date a nigga.
You don't want to know.
Y'all shouldn't be dating niggas that don't be seeing their kids. That'd be weird. That's weird.
That is super weird.
But yeah, so good luck, Dionne Warwick. I hope we were help. I feel like we weren't, but
no, I think we were.
Good.
I mean, we had two different perspectives.
Just
take your time, girl. Don't take a break. Get the truth from your best friend because that's the only person I feel that deserves you to be explained or have an explanation. The nigga and the other chick, nah, you don't need to get an explanation. For your best friend, yes. Especially if y'all been best friends for a long time, yes, you need to talk to her. And once you talk to her and you have a good understanding of the situation from her, then you need to take a break from everybody.
And with that, we are done. You can find me, NatoyaEbony, on all social media, Recovering Party Girls on Facebook and Instagram, and Party Girls Pod on Twitter.
And I am Miss Cool in the City. Miss Cool _ letter N, the city.
And until next week. Oh, and shout out to all the new followers.
Shout out to all the followers and the commenters and the likers.
You guys have been fabulous. And, we'll be here, there, and everywhere. Check us out next week.
Don't sleep with your ex.
Do not give your ex no pussy.